Hello and welcome. The movie introduces us to Reese, a lively and energetic teenager living in a high-end apartment with her friend. Reese is an aspiring writer, though she hasn't found fame yet. Currently, she is unemployed and entirely dependent on her father's money. She lives a carefree life, often lacking maturity and not taking other people's feelings seriously. She focuses only on what she wants and what she feels like doing in the moment. On the other side of the spectrum is her older sister, Audrey. Audrey is the responsible one. She works as a manager at the company founded by their father and mother. Audrey carries the weight of the entire company on her shoulders, handling all the responsibilities and working tirelessly. One day, true to her nature, Reese wanders into her father's office, making herself at home. While her father is away, she spots something interesting on his desk: her mother's will. Curiosity gets the better of her. Thinking there might be something in it for her, she starts rummaging through the desk drawers. Suddenly, her father walks in. Reese quickly acts innocent, making small talk to distract him so he doesn't suspect she was snooping. Once he leaves the room for business, Reese spots a satchel bag near the bottom of the desk. She opens it and finds a key. This key unlocks a secured drawer containing important files. Inside, she finds the full version of her mother's will. Reese is shocked to discover that her mother left behind $10 million for both sisters. This is a massive secret. Audrey, who has been working so hard to keep the family business afloat, has no idea this money exists. She is living a normal life with her boyfriend, unaware of the fortune. Reese immediately starts forming a plan. That night at dinner, she asks her father for permission to speak, and then slyly suggests that their mother was so generous that she probably gave all her money away, leaving nothing for them. She watches her father's reaction closely. He looks uncomfortable, which confirms Reese's suspicions that he is hiding the money. Reese debates whether to tell her father she knows the truth. She consults with her best friend in the privacy of a restroom. Her friend, however, advises her to play it safe and just get a job at her father's company. Reese agrees, but she isn't doing it to work hard. She takes the job solely to get access to the company's systems. After work hours, when everyone else has left, Reese stays behind. She tries to hack into her sister Audrey's computer account to transfer the funds. She tries password after password but fails. Meanwhile, tensions rise at work. Their father constantly praises Reese, which makes Audrey jealous. Feeling overshadowed, Audrey lashes out at Reese, picking a fight and dumping her anger on her sister. The father watches this, disappointed by his daughter's immature behavior. Reese doesn't give up. One evening, she tries to hack Audrey's bank account again. This time, she succeeds. Without hesitation, she steals 50,000 euros and transfers it to the account of Milo, boyfriend she met online who lives in Italy. With the money secured, Reese packs her bags and flies to Italy to be with Milo, leaving her family and responsibilities behind. Back at company, Audrey discovers the theft. She is furious. She tells her father that Reese stole the money and says she will go find Reese herself. Her father, however, defends Reese and stops Audrey from going. Audrey decides to take matters into her own hands. She goes online and hires a private investigator. She meets the investigator, explains the situation, and pays him to track down her sister. However, Audrey doesn't realize that this investigator is actually one of her father's friends in disguise. The friend immediately reports back to the father. The father calls Audrey into his office and reveals the truth. The man she hired is his friend. Audrey is crushed. She feels like she has lost her money and her agency, and she'll get disappointed for what she did. In Italy, Reese is living in a fantasy. She trusts Milo completely, even staying at his family's home. But things are not what they seem. Milo and his father are actually involved in black market trading. After a few days, Reese checks her bank account again. She notices that the balance is lower than she expected. The numbers don't add up. Suspicion starts to creep in. She begins to wonder if Milo is involved in criminal activity. She'll tell her Italy friend for help. Following her friend's advice, Reese decides to spy on Milo. That night, she secretly follows Milo's car. She watches from the shadows and confirms her worst fears. Milo is a smuggler. After they both saw what Milo is doing, her friend urges her to leave Italy immediately and return to her family, warning her not to tell anyone what she saw. Reese realizes she has made a huge mistake. She feels deep regret and prepares to leave. But Milo catches her before she can go. He stops her and forces her to get on a train with him to a new location. Reese realizes she is being used as an accomplice for a crime. Desperate to escape, she waits for the train to stop at the next station. She hides in the restroom, trembling with fear. Milo realizes she is missing and starts hunting for her. Luckily, when the train stops, Reese manages to slip away. She isn't alone. It turns out her father's friend, the investigator, had been watching over her the entire time in Italy to ensure her safety. He intercepts her at the station, takes her to a safe location, and puts her on a plane back to America. Reese arrives home, broken and ashamed. She expects her father to scream at her. Instead, he doesn't scold her or blame her. He simply comforts her and welcomes her back. The next day, Reese goes to the company to apologize to Audrey. But Audrey is not ready to forgive. She is cold and distant. She refuses to look at Reese or speak to her, focusing entirely on her work. Even during a staff meeting, Audrey ignores Reese's suggestions completely. Their father notices this tension. He pulls Audrey aside and asks her to give Reese a little bit of attention. Audrey snaps back, well, the entire time that she was gone, expressing her resentment. Her father gently asks her to find it in her heart to forgive her sister. While the sisters are at odds, Audrey's boyfriend shows his true colors. He isn't concerned about Reese's safety or the family's emotional well-being. He is obsessed with the stolen money. Keeps asking Audrey, if your father retires, who takes over the company? It becomes clear he is only interested in the potential profit and power he can gain through Audrey. To protect his own interests, the boyfriend goes to Audrey's father and complains about Reese, listing all the trouble she has caused. This is the final straw. The father sees through the husband's greed and realizes he doesn't truly love Audrey. He decided fires his daughter's boyfriend on the spot. Reese tries to settle back into normal life. She hangs out with her friends and brags about dating a new guy. And this guy turns out to be Sam, a mutual friend they all know. Reese is starting to genuinely like Sam, and Sam is falling for her, unaware that she still has baggage from her time in Italy. Meanwhile, Audrey finds out her boyfriend was fired. She is furious with her father and threatens to quit the company. But deep down, she knows she can't leave. She stays. Reese and Sam's relationship blossoms. They move past friendship into romance. Reese starts to forget about Milo and begins to see Sam as the right person for her. Just when life seems peaceful, the past comes knocking. Milo shows up at Reese's door in America. Reese is terrified. Milo claims he just wants to pick up a package he left with her. Reese hands it over, but as she does, she sees the contents: stolen diamonds. She is shocked. She tells Milo she wants nothing to do with this. Milo threatens her, saying that if he gets caught, she will be implicated as an accomplice. Before he leaves, he kisses her goodbye. At that exact moment, Sam walks in. He sees the kiss, assumes Reese is cheating on him with her ex, and leaves, heartbroken. Reese is devastated. Her mistake has ruined her. She decides to come clean. She confesses to Audrey everything about the diamonds and Milo. They consult a lawyer, who gives them great news. Because Reese didn't know about the diamonds and didn't participate in the smuggling, she is legally in the clear. Relieved, Reese channels her emotions into her writing. She finishes her novel and publishes it. The book becomes a success, and Reese finally makes a name for herself. Finally, the father calls both daughters for a meeting. He decides no more secrets. Through a lawyer, he officially reveals the trust fund their mother left them. In their mother's will, their mother splits the inheritance equally between Audrey and Reese. To celebrate, the family throws a party that night. Sam attends. He has had time to think and decides to let go of what he saw. He approaches Reese and confesses that he still loves her. Reese takes the stage. In front of everyone, she gives a speech about love. She says she learned what love is from her parents, how her father loved her mother, and how he loves both his daughters unconditionally. She looks at Sam and says, "Please don't give up on me." Sam smiles. They embrace and share a kiss, starting their journey together. A year later, Reese and Sam getting married. The sisters are close again, the family is healed, and they all set off on a happy future. The movie ends with a beautiful happy ending. If you enjoyed this story about family bonds and second chances, please like and subscribe for more recaps. Thanks for watching.